Hey viewers, I have exciting news. I finished my first book in ebook and paperback format on Amazon.com. Well, hello kitty, you're in the video now. Sorry. It's also storming really bad outside with thunder and lightning, so I hope I don't lose power. But anyways, right here is the book. It's called Negativity to Positivity. It's a life story about me and my hardships growing up. And it just helps you become a better person and shows about my life of anger issues, depression, anxiety, thoughts of suicide, all the negative self-worth that I had, and it lets you know what you can do to change your life and how to identify it. So the paperback format is $11.99, the ebook is $7.99, which you can find on Amazon.com. Just look up my name. And and I'm also going to have author copies. If you want that as well, I will sign it for you. And let's get right into it. I'm going to show you exactly how I wrote the book, how I published it, decided on a price, formatting, and all that. Bam! Wardrobe change. So the storm got kind of bad and I had to stop recording the video, so this is the next day. So what I want to show you is I used the OpenOffice document software, which is free. It's just like Microsoft Word. Let me show you what that looks like. Alright, so this is the OpenOffice Writer. Same thing as Word basically. You have all your editing tools, insert, pictures and objects, and formatting all your text, your tables, all that stuff. So it's basically the same thing, just a free version. So this is the way I wrote it, very plain and simple. I did not know how to do an ebook format. I started putting 1, 2, 3, started going down, just putting numbers on all the pages. The chapters I kind of just made like that with a little subtitle or something of them, and as you can see, did bullet points and all that. And so I basically just wrote my entire book, assuming that I would just make it a PDF and upload it to Amazon Kindle or KDP. However, I found out that that's not the correct format, and you have to do all kinds of page breaks and where your chapters start and end and titles and all this stuff. So Amazon has a free thing called the Kindle Create, which is like this. As soon as I import it, this is what happens. It gives you a really nice title to your book and information. On the left side here, you have your chapters defined and the starting pages under each one. It gives you a back matter, which is about the author, which is something I didn't even consider doing until I saw this. Now this is not anything to write in. I would not suggest writing in this. It does not have spell check. It does not have a lot of formatting or anything like that. So this is great to just write it in something else and drop it in and let it format it for you. So as you go through this, it always puts the chapters on its own page, because this is basically built for the the ebooks. And so as you can go see through here, everything looks good and clean, and the bullet points actually came out really well on it. And the About the Author page looks something like that. So it worked out really well, and this is what you actually publish with. So you'd go up to File, Publish. It'll actually save it as a KDP file, which you can see right here, and you just upload it straight to your KDP Kindle account. Let me go into that. Alright, so this is logged into my Kindle Direct Publishing account. You have your bookshelf, which is where all your books are at, your reports about how many books you sold and all that, and your community where you can talk to other members, and then you can pay for marketing. They'll market your book. I've not done any marketing. I'm trying to do it on my own right now. Don't know how much that costs yet. You can create a new title, either an ebook or paperback. So I originally was only going to do an ebook because I figured that there was a lot of formatting, and I thought there would be a lot of headaches with the paperback. But once you publish the ebook, it lets you know, do you want to go ahead and create the paperback? And I was like, well, sure, let's try it. And so it gives you an ISBN number for your book so that you can sell it in retail establishments. And it was actually incredibly easy because it basically imported everything from the ebook into it, just had to answer an additional half a dozen questions, price it, and it's done. So now when people go on to Amazon and see the book, they can either download it straight to their Kindle and read the ebook, or they can purchase the paperback, and they don't have a stock of paperbacks. They're made to order. So if one person orders the book, they print it, make it, and ship it out. If 10 people in a week order it, same thing. So I can order my own author copies for dirt cheap, basically just the cost of printing. I did notice it takes like 3 weeks to get an author copy. I'm not sure why. But if you were to purchase it today, it would only be 2 to 3 days to ship. And so you can see down here, I set my price for $7.99. I originally did $9.99, and apparently that's on the high end of ebooks. And being my first book, I didn't feel like I was a premium for it, so I dropped it down a little bit to $7.99. And then the paperback, they recommend like $14.99 and stuff like that, but I just did $11.99 because I really want people to read the book and learn from it, and I don't really care about making millions of dollars on the book, so I figured that was good. So you can see you can do a promote and advertise on the ebooks, or you can order your author copies for the paperback. And when you go to Amazon, sometimes it's a little difficult to find because there's just so many books on here. But if I do it by book, negativity to positivity. Alright, here's my book. And so here's your options. If you have Kindle Unlimited, you can actually read it for free, or if you don't, $7.99 or the $11.99 paperback. So it gives you my ISBN number, the dimensions of the book. It's 63 pages when it launched. There's what the back cover actually looks like to it. Now this is actually made with an Amazon software too, so when you do it on the website, it asks you, do you already have your book cover and all laid out, and for your back cover and your spine? And I was like, no. So they actually they give you a whole bunch of templates and stuff. You fill in the content, so that's what this is. I did the front page myself, but the back page I didn't even consider doing, so I made that real quick in 5 or 10 minutes. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, so it's just like any other book out there, and now I can put it into stores and actually sell it now that it has a barcode on it. But that's pretty much the ebook and paperback. Oh, and I will go back to KDP to show you something else. Under reports, units sold, and it lets you know. I had one sold there. I do know somebody just bought one yesterday, but on the paperbacks, they have a delay. They do not show it on your report until it's actually printed and shipped to the customer. I guess they do that in case they cancel the order or whatnot. So there should be some more popping up on here. I haven't sold any ebooks yet, which show up in here. You can see royalties, depending on who bought it. Like if somebody in Japan bought it, it would actually show me the conversion and all of the royalty on that. But of course mine's being bought in the US right now. I don't have other languages or anything on the book. But this is really cool, and you can do pre-orders and all sorts of ad campaigns and promotions, all sorts of neat stuff with KDP. But that's kind of it in a nutshell. That's how far I've gotten. I've gotten it published and trying to get some people to read it, and I'll let you know in future videos how everything went. So in closing, I hope you guys purchase the book and read it and let me know your honest comments about it, what I can do to improve, if there's any misspellings or things that don't make any sense in it. I do want to see about going to a bookstore and doing an author signing, which sounds like it would be a lot of fun, almost like a mini celebrity. But yeah, and if you want a signed copy of the book, I can make that happen as well. I just say the cost of the book plus my shipping to get it over to you, which is probably a book rate of $5 or something. So yeah, that will conclude it for this video, and I think I'm going to talk about stocks and crypto in the next video.